Honda Passport. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight, and for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Deakon Kamisky. Welcome to the show, Deakon.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your racing career. How did you get started in racing?
Well, I started with my dad. My dad and my uncle Charlie were started racing, and then I feel like I was like, dang, that looks fun. So hopped in a car when I was 3 and started racing with my dad and my uncle.
Okay. Were you the least bit scared when you got behind the wheel for the first time?
Yeah, I was a little bit scared actually. Or I was 3 when I first got behind the wheel, so my dad was actually trying to like push me on the track, and I had my brakes held because I was like scared of my dad was like, why isn't the car going? Why isn't the car going? I was like, I'm scared. And then once I got on the track, I was good and I didn't do too bad.
Okay. How much success have you had as a race car driver?
I've been doing pretty good. I won one of the highest paying outlaw kart races in the country, High Desert Hustle, and I won the QRC Perpetual Trophy Night at Cycleland and at Red Bluff in the box stock division. So that was kind of good winning one of Jimmy's races that we raced for in the QRC
Okay.
cars.
When you race and you win races, how do you celebrate your victories?
I usually celebrate with my friends and family, and then we probably go to dinner. We go to dinner after, and then sometimes we say it's my birthday, and then we get like candles stuff, and it's like a win.
Okay. What is the story behind your racing number? Where did that come from?
Um, it came from my dad and my uncle Charlie. Actually, my dad used to be just a plain 8, and then they had a bit too much fun at the racetrack one night, and they got then my dad got the number .08, and then I took the number to 08, and we we made a team called Legal Limit Motorsports 08.
Very cool. Okay, what's an awesome day at the racetrack look like for you?
A good day at the racetrack is like when we got all our friends there and we go quick time qualifying, 4th to 1 in the heat, and win the dash and win the main. That's the best night. That's as good as you could get.
What's an awesome day at the race shop look like for you?
Um, Probably just hanging out with my friends and getting to talk about the race cars, and just you learn something new about a race car every single day that you show up. So it's just hang out with your racetrack friends and you get to learn some new things.
Okay. Out of all the races you've won, what has to be your most favorite victory?
Um, I'd probably say either the QRC Perpetual Night or the Timber 50.
Okay, what's the Timber 50?
The Timber 50 was a race that got put on in Roseburg, Oregon for in Roseburg, Oregon. They had a big race for one of their biggest races there, I'd say. We got to win that in box stock, so that was pretty cool. And it was cool that was me. I won, and my one of my good friends, Parker Mockridge, won in the 250 class too a couple years ago.
Okay. All right. Who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
What was that?
Who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
I have Dars Cox and Cox Dars Construction, Cox and Cox Construction, QRC, which is Jim QRC, Jim Yelich Motors, and QRC. They build the car and build the motor, and then we have DCR. He DCR keeps all the cars ready, maintenance, and on both sides, on dirt and on asphalt. He's keeping them at the shop, keeping them ready, and I'll head down there and him and I will just get to work and start working on cars.
All right. Are you presently looking for more sponsors?
I mean, yeah, we're always looking for some more help, but the sponsors I have now are great. I mean, Dars Cox and Cox, Dars Cox Construction and Cox Construction have been helping out a lot, been like trying to get me to just go farther and up in micros and things like that. So, I mean, you can always look for help. You can always take it help because racing's an expensive sport, but we got some really good sponsors right now, but we would like some help if we had some.
Okay. How does one get a hold of you to sponsor you?
They could get a hold of my dad at through my at my mom or my dad through my mainly through my social media.
Okay. What's your social media?
And on Facebook and Instagram, it's Deacon Kamisky 08. And then on TikTok on TikTok, it's just Legal Limit Motorsports 08.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to sponsor our guest or get to know our guest, reach out to him on all of his social media platforms. Do you have a racing nickname?
Yeah, actually, it's a funny nickname. Well, most of my friends call me D because like it's short for my name, but all my racetrack friends call me Daryl.
Why is that?
They call me Daryl because I'm mischief. I mess some things up, and I every time I do it, it's for a funny reason. And I've mainly gotten it because I've asked for tri-tip in a state in Iowa, right across from Knoxville Iowa Raceway. I asked for tri-tip, and that wasn't even a thing in there. And then
Wow.
I've stripped a lot of bolts not paying attention, and we've had
Oh,
to
man.
fix that.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Um, all right. What is your home racetrack you race on?
For asphalt, I would say my home racetrack on asphalt is Shasta Speedway in Anderson. And then my home track on dirt would be the Red Bluff Outlaws.
Okay. What is your most favorite racetrack you've ever raced on?
On asphalt, I would probably say State Line Speedway. We got to drive out there and go have some fun out there racing legend cars. And then for dirt, I'd probably say Millbridge. Millbridge was fun, great. It's cool. I had some fun there in the micro class, and hopefully we can just keep running there. That track, I love that track. The track's real fun.
Are you going to race the Tulsa Shootout coming up?
Probably not this year because we haven't really been running micros enough. I think I've only ran like 4 races. I ran second at Mill or 3 or 4. I ran second at Millbridge my first time in the restricted class, and then I got like I think I got sixth at Lemoore. And yeah, at Lemoore we ran sixth for that 3 day show, but we're just trying to run micros more this summer and try and get better, and we're hopefully gonna run Tulsa Shootout next year.
Okay. What helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out and do this?
Mainly my friends and my mom and dad and my little brother. He's shenanigans. He's always just like, "Let's go racing, boogity boogity boogity." So he's always out there cheering on and racing too. And then my uncle Charlie and my dad and Derek, Colby
Okay.
Copeland. He's Colby Copeland is the owner of the Silver Dollar track in Chico.
Okay.
So he's always helping out, giving tips.
Who's your racing hero?
I don't know honestly. I'd probably say my dad. My dad's pretty good. I also like Kobe Copeland. He runs a lot of sprint cars, and he owns the track, so it's kind of cool for him. And he rips some sprint cars.
Okay. Um, when it comes to working on your race cars, do you help work on your race cars?
Yeah, I help work on the cars. I also got the nickname from working on cars, though I've been getting better at the wrenches, but usually like, give me a half inch, and I always, what millimeter is that? Like, well, give me a 3/8. What millimeter is that? If we're working on something, and then also I've been I help work on the cars a bunch too, and he's like, tighten this bolt or loosen this bolt. It's like, gotta go find the wrench. It usually takes me 3 or 4 tries, but when you get that first try or second try, like, let's go. I'm him. I got that.
Okay. Um, who's all on your racing crew?
Derek Copeland at DCR with the crew chief, and then Ron Copeland helps out. And then we have my uncle Charlie. He's big in helping me and everyone, my little brother, my mom, my dad, my friends and older racers that I'm friends with that help me, like what lines to run, what's gonna happen. The Mockridges, all them, Tanner Holmes, like we're good friends with him. He's always out there helping me and showing where to go.
All right. When it comes to you racing on dirt, do you like a wet track, a dry, dusty track, or right in the center?
Um, it kind of depends. I like it a bit dusty on the top because not a lot of drivers can run in the dust on the top. But if it's hooked up, I like it hooked up on the top and bottom, so you have a little bit of a racy track.
All right. Are you pretty good about reading the racetrack?
Yeah, I've been getting better. When I started, I didn't really know much, but I got, like I said, my friends and Tanner and all those guys have kind of been helping me and learning how to read. Because in box stock, you don't really need to read the track. It's just like it's on the bottom, like wide open on the bottom. But in 250s and a while, we've won some OI races at Cycland, but it's definitely more. You definitely need to know the track more, and I've been getting better at that.
All right. What do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
In the summer, I like to spend a lot of time on our houseboat. We do all the water sports. We just tried hydrofoiling. If you don't know what that is, you gotta look it up. It's really hard, but it's super fun. We just got into that, and we've been surfing a bunch, wakeboarding a bunch, water skiing. I was water skiing at 9 months, so I like the water.
Wow. Oh yeah.
And then
All right.
in the winter, we obviously race in the winter, but other than that, we ski, snowboard, ride snowmobiles. We do all of it. We're building we just got done building a house up there, and we kind of we're always doing something. Like I don't really have a PlayStation or an Xbox. I don't really play video games. The only video game I play is my iRacing because that's like a racing simulation game, and I only play that if like I get home from school and I already finished all my homework or something. But on the weekends, weekends, we're always doing something. On the weekdays, my older brother comes home. He'll play some football in the backyard, or my little brother, him and I'll go ride some dirt bikes or something.
When it comes to iRacing, you're pretty good iRacer?
Uh I'm not as good at the video game as I am on in real life. It's definitely different. I don't really I obviously play kind of a lot because it's a nice setup, but I don't really play that much.
Do you like to hunt and fish also?
Oh yes, I do like to do that. I just got a riverboat for Christmas, like a little metal one with a few kicker motor and a big motor, and we've been trying to get into fishing a bunch because I started liking fishing. So we go fish the river, and if anyone has some tips on how to catch any fish on the Sacramento River, I mean, send it our way. We need some help. And then
Okay.
we've also been getting into bird hunting. We own a gravel plant, and the birds and the dove are out there crazy, like hiding in the rock piles, and we go hunting out there a lot because we have like ponds that the rain washes into, so they're always like drinking out of that stuff.
All right. You said you like to play football. Who's your favorite football team?
Um, I like I don't play football like I don't really actually play football because I don't want to get hurt for racing, but I play in the backyard. My favorite football team's got to be the 49ers.
Okay. All right. Um, you said you like to ride dirt bikes. So is it pretty fun to ride dirt bikes?
Yeah, we have a track down. We have a little creek, and then on the other side we have a little dirt bike track, and then up over there we have a like we have an e-bike and a dirt bike. So we have our e-bike track and our dirt bike track down there.
All right. Do you have any crazy racing stories you'd like to share with us?
Some crazy recent stories. Hmm. I had the first race. I had a little bit of a rough weekend. We flipped in practice, and then flipped in the A main, but we got her fixed up for the A main. Went from 16th to 7th after the little flip, but we're good.
Did you get hurt at all, or?
No, thankfully I'm lucky enough, not lucky enough, but like thankfully I haven't gotten hurt ever really in a flip.
All right. Okay. What types of racing do you like to watch on TV?
Um, I like to watch some dirt bike races. Those are always entertaining. You see the guys case the triples or something. I also like NASCAR, and when the sprint car guys are running, I always watch those. Gotta watch them.
Who's your
And
favorite NASCAR?
my
Who's your
favorite
favorite
NASCAR
NASCAR?
driver, I would have to say Kyle. We When we're at Millbridge, we'll hang out with Kyle, and we were Kyle Larson and his son. We went to their house and went on their lake, like I forget the name of the lake, but we went surfing with them and stuff. So it was fun.
All right. Who's your favorite sprint car driver?
I'd probably say Colby Copeland.
Okay. All right. Um, what's the best piece of advice you've gotten as a race car driver?
Best piece of advice I've gotten as a race car driver. I don't really know. I've gotten a lot of don't suck. That came from my older brother. Um, drive, race clean, and drive the car like you gotta drive it hard and make and respect the race car and respect the other drivers.
All right. What kind of advice would you give a new race car driver?
I would probably say for younger drivers, I'd say respect the equipment and respect the other drivers. Like you don't want to be out there just wrecking your stuff and wrecking other drivers because then you're always fixing stuff and it's not fun and everyone doesn't like you and it's not cheap. So you just gotta respect the equipment and respect the other drivers and you'll have a fun race.
All right. Is there anybody else you'd like to thank you for helping you get this far in your racing career?
Just the main people I started in the beginning, Dars Cox, Cox and Cox Construction, DCR, QRC, Jim, all those guys, SK Construction, Ward's Concrete, my mom and my dad for really helping me out a bunch. And all those guys just helping out getting the car ready for every weekend we got.
All right. At this portion of the racing show, I'd like to turn the mic over to my guest. If you have a couple questions you'd like to ask me, you can ask me a couple questions.
All right, I got a couple for you. What who's the most famous person you've ever interviewed?
I've interviewed quite a few people, so I can say quite a few of them. How's that?
Let's go. Who's your most famous and favorite?
Oh, you're gonna go there, Deacon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Um, a long time ago, I had Oliver and Sebastian Walden on here.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then uh one more, have you ever raced?
Nope, I never have.
That's all right, all right. And then what makes you like racing? Like if you didn't race, what makes you like get into it and start watching it and stuff?
I've been a racing fan for about quite a few years, and that's how I got into it.
That's cool. I think that's it. That's
Yeah.
all I got.
Okay. Deacon, I would like to thank you for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us about your racing career, getting to know you a little bit better. I will have you step out and I will call you a little bit to thank you, okay?
Thank you for having me on.
Not a problem.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was Deacon Kamisky on our racing show tonight, talking to us about his racing career. Go hit him up on all of his social media platforms that he mentioned. If you'd like to sponsor him or get to know him better, or if you'd like to sponsor our racing show or be on our racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-713, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. Also, congratulations to um, Jansen Austin for picking up his point championship this year. Congratulations to Jansen.